Hello, everyone. I'm Alex.
I'm Andy.
And today on the next episode of YouTube.com, we are going to be doing our Game Awards for the year. As we said last time, the real Game Awards are for losers. These ones are the real ones, especially because we don't actually have to talk about games that released this year.
We're going to mention a lot of games that came out in 2023.
Yes, in 1995.
1995, yes.
Let's start with most surprising game. My most surprising game of 2025 was Bonk 3. I think it's because there's been so many times where I've opened up an old retro platformer and been like, this doesn't hold up at all, and it's not really worth playing. Or it feels clunky or weird. With Bonk 3, none of that happened, and for some reason, I really thought it would. I like his little, rolls he does in the air, where you kind of flip and almost, float if you do them quick enough, which I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it happens, and it's fun. Obviously, the TurboGrafx games on that just look beautiful.
Oh, they're so beautiful. Can't believe how good they were. That was a system, most people did not have that back in the day, and I never really saw one until later on. I had a friend who had a TurboGrafx Express, but yeah, the games on that system are so good looking.
No, it's a very pretty game, and I don't know, it's a wonderfully charming platformer. The bosses are fun, the level designs are good, and it really just shocked me of how solid of a series it's been so far.
Most surprising game. It is actually a game that came out this year, I think, that we already talked about, but it's Astrobot. And I'm not just riding on the waves of last week's episode. I was totally floored by this game. I thought it was just going to be... I was also floored by Astro's Playroom. I did not think they were going to pull off a sequel. But man, I had fun from the start to finish of that entire game. I thought it was great.
Nice. I think it did come out in 2024. So, but that's fine. It doesn't have to come out. Mine came out in 19 whatever. Yeah, no, Astrobot's sick. It's a very fun game. It's a good platformer. And you should watch the video where we talk about it because it got no views. So do that.
What?
Watch it twice.
Yeah,
that got no views. And then I posted 10 minutes of rage bait of me just saying I don't like Uncharted, and that's doing well. So that's how YouTube is.
I hate Uncharted. That's not rage bait. I hate it.
Yeah. Good.
That kind of relates to another game I want to talk about, though, later.
Nice. Okay. Well, we'll get there. We'll do favorite indie game.
All right. Favorite indie game. This is a game that it took me a long time to finally get to, but I'm really glad I did, and that is Dredge. Yeah, that was on a lot of favorite games lists 2 or 3 years ago, but I just got to it and I thought it was awesome. I'm not as a big a fishing game person as you, but
yeah. I take some issues with the fishing aspect of it. I just wish, you're not choosing your tackle or anything really. You don't have to choose between different jigs or different fly rods and stuff like that. That's what I want in a fishing game. You're not doing any of that. You're some old man's my whole family's gone, and then there's an evil demon or something. It's cool. It's a fun game.
That's actually what I think about when I think of real fishing. Real life. Not any of the
that's fair.
The tackle or whatever that stuff is. I don't go fishing in real life.
It's the sadness.
Yeah, I liked the organizing all the equipment on your boat. And then all the fish on the boat, the
inventory,
the meta game of the inventory management. I could just play a whole game just like that.
Yeah, and I did get a I did get a big kick out of the risk reward system of staying out at night.
Oh yeah,
and then it gets more dangerous, just like Minecraft. I think it's fun. My favorite indie game of last year,
Minecraft.
Yeah, I could say that. I did play it a little bit. No, it's Journey, which is a very artsy 3D platformer from the PS3. It's really only on the PS3 and nothing else.
Yeah, I can. Whenever I think of that game, I only think of the PS3 version of it.
That's how that should be.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know. It's very cool how the game is so aware of scope, and it makes the game feel huge. Well, it's actually pretty small. And the jumping is fun. I just really like fluttery jumps like that, like Yoshi has and stuff. Climbing up a mountain is a good trope for a video game.
I do think it was notable when it did come out that it seemed like a no-brainer now, but at the time it felt like a risky art style move, because this was peak video games have to be real type thing, unless they're a video game mascot, and this was a weird, fun, artsy looking game.
Yeah. And it has a cool physical triple pack on the PS3 with other indie games. So get that, unless you hate video games.
You should probably do if you're watching this.
True, yeah, this is for haters of video games. Next up is favorite retro game. My favorite retro game I played last year was River City Ransom, which is a beat 'em up. It's a very fun retro beat 'em up. I like the RPG elements. I like collecting coins. That's what life's all about. And the art style's fun.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best looking NES. It's a great looking NES.
Yeah, it's very well stylized. It aged well. What's your favorite retro game you played last
Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey.
Nice.
Yes. This might be the only chance I ever get to talk about that game, unless I've talked about it before. But
Definitely mentioned it before.
I have I got a DSi. I finally found my forever DSi that I will never sell or get rid of. Uh-huh. And I'm playing all my DS games on it, and that's the one I just gravitate towards the most and play the most because I love that game.
Nice. Yeah, I'll play Shin Megami Tensei.
I highly recommend that one. I think that one doesn't get a lot of I don't know what games Nocturne came out recently with the remaster, and people gravitated towards that. I really love Shin Megami Tensei 4, but that's locked to the 3DS. Strange Journey is on the DS. There's a 3DS remake, but I don't know. I think you would really like that game.
Cool. 4 is the one I have now.
Oh, well, you should play that. That's my favorite game of all time.
Okay. Next category. Favorite game released this year. I didn't do that for any of the ones, but I did it for this one.
Favorite game released this year.
Or 2025, not 2026.
Right.
Because that'd be crazy. Some GitHub thing.
My favorite game released in 2025.
You can say Donkey Kong Bonanza if you have to.
It's not. My favorite game released in 2025 is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Is it?
It is.
Nice. Is that like the Xbox exclusive thing?
It was supposed to be exclusive, and then they decided to release on the PS5, which is where I played it. And that game is amazing. It made me. It's like the Indiana Jones movie you wish they made, but they didn't. And the guy who does Indy's voice sounds just like Harrison Ford, and it is pretty awesome.
I'm an old guy. That's my Harrison Ford impression.
That was perfect. That was spot on. But it's better than any Uncharted game that there's ever been.
Okay, I don't know, but probably. Good. That'll get us views. My favorite game from 2025 is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Even though I only gave it a 6 out of 10, it is the only game I played from 2025. We'll do favorite genre?
Favorite genre?
My favorite genre of 2025 is roguelike, because I think I said platformer last year, and I don't want to say it twice in a row, but it probably would be platformer. Just know that. That's probably the real answer. But I don't know. I played Slay the Spire and Balatro this year, and those were both very fun games. So,
are you excited about the Slay the Spire sequel?
I knew that was happening, and then I forgot until just now. But
are you excited about it right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely play it when it comes out.
My favorite genre, I feel, is the same thing I said last year, which is
visual novel. Actually, there's a lot of those on my list that I want to play. I've been more open to that kind of stuff, like text-based games lately.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's a lot of weird atmospheric puzzler type games. Like Blueprints is a game on my list that I want to play. But my favorite genre is gonna have to be RPGs again. That's just I'm sorry. That's just what I gravitate towards.
Next up is favorite console. You go first for this one.
This is the console we played the most.
You can take it however you want.
Honest, I'm gonna go PS5. I think the PS5 is the ugliest console ever made. I hate weird. Looking at it.
It's huge too.
In my living room, but damn, I played so many games on it, and it completely made the PS4 irrelevant. But I have all my PS4 games on it because all the ones I own digitally, and I probably logged more hours on my PS5 than my Switch this year, which is kind of nuts.
Nice. Yeah. Shout out to the PS5. I do feel like in 15 years, it's going to just be PS4s that are still standing for some reason, though. They seem a lot more sturdy than PS5s.
No. My wife confessed the other day, the back of it, the white part, had come unclipped, and my wife confessed that it had fallen off of the
PS5.
Yeah, it fell off the shelf.
Oh God!
In which I was like, I freaked out, and she's like, "Why are you freaking out? That happens every time, I fold the blanket or something." And I was like, "How many times has it fallen off?" She's like, "I don't know, 7 times." Jesus. I would not have ever known. That thing is sturdy. It doesn't look like it, good. But it is sturdy.
Nice. Well, I'm glad it survived all that.
Yes.
I think last year I said my favorite console was the Switch, and I feel bad because we're a retro channel, so I want to go something a little more retro this time, which is why I'm choosing the PS5 also. I played it a lot more this year. You play all your PS4 games on there too, and it's a fun console, and the controllers cost $70 and last about a year. But besides that, it's fun. And I like the menu music.
My Switch has also taken a tumble from up there too. So I was gonna say that it's the sturdiest of all consoles. But they're all sturdy nowadays.
That'll be our next video. We'll like smash a PS5 against stuff and see what happens through science. It broke.
Which console is most likely to shatter?
Which console can I run over my car with the most times?
PS2.
Wonderswan.
PS2. My PS2 is still going strong, but man, I think that thing is janky. I don't think my PS2 would survive.
It doesn't have any more falls in it.
No.
Let's do least favorite game. My least favorite game I played 2025 was Marvel Rivals. I played it for about 15 minutes, and I'm never going to play it again. Competitive shooters are dumb. This is our official statement that superheroes are for nerds and babies. We're not into that. We like jock stuff like obscure mascot platformers and Japanese puzzle games. That's what cool kids play.
Oh yeah.
I don't care about any of this like Spider-Man stuff, or like what version of Ultron is that? I don't care about any of that.
Wow.
And yeah, it's boring, and I don't like competitive shooters.
What about Simpsons and Fortnite?
What about it? I try not to think about it too much.
Well, man, my least favorite game completely goes against everything you said because it was Donkey Kong Bonanza.
That's fine. I gave it a 6. I don't like it that much.
It was more not so much my least favorite game as my most disappointing game because I had like really high hopes for it. Like really high hopes.
It was gonna save. It was gonna make your life worth it.
It was. It was.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay.
It must have been hard.
If the new Fire Emblem game sucks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw my Switch 2 out the window. That's what's gonna happen.
And we'll see what happens. Comment down below if you agree with us about stuff in general. I guess. Time for the final category. Our favorite game we played in 2025. Andy's is
Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles.
Nice. Is that the one that's the new one?
Yeah, it's the remake of the 97 masterpiece.
Yeah.
That it took them forever to remake this game. They could have remade it like so many times over the years. It could have been a 3DS.
I think it was on GBA, wasn't it?
No, that was a
different game.
That was a Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Completely different game.
Okay.
Don't play that game until after you've played the original, the one and only. It's a masterpiece, and the remake they put a lot of they didn't mess with the formula too much. I think everything that they did, everything they improved upon was like pitch perfect in every way. Made this game playable for another 40, 50 years easy, and I've spent a lot of hours on it and love it. That's my pick. I don't care what you say.
Nice. To be honest, I forget what game you just said.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay, yeah. I'll probably play that.
The greatest game of the PS1 era.
Nice.
Better than Final Fantasy VII.
Better than Spider. Well, that's hard to do.
Which I never knew about in 97, but I now know about because of your love for weird, obscure
retro mascot platformers or whatever. Whatever I said earlier on my little rant. No, I like tactics games. I probably will like that game when I play it. My favorite game of 2025 was Road 96. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay. It's it's another reason why I said roguelike was my genre of the year, because it is kind of a roguelike, but it's like a story-based roguelike. It's like a political game. It's a little on the nose where it's like there's a mean red guy and like a nice blue lady and they're fighting, and then you're trying to escape to like the nice country up north with like this ragtag group of people. But how it works is you go on runs of like different missing people who are trying to escape, and then you'll meet up with these different characters. Like there's a shady cab guy that like probably murdered someone, is like, yeah, I'm just here, and like every time you talk to him you like learn a little bit more. But you go on different runs where you just randomly encounter the different characters in different orders. And it's a very cool game where like your decisions, each decision you make as like a separate person on your runs will affect the outcome of when you finally do like get to the end of the game. It is a cool game, and it is another reason why I said I'm more into like text-based games, because I had a lot of fun with it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, if there was voice acting, or is it all?
Yeah, no, there's voice acting. It's a pretty well, it's a very well done game overall. If you guys have played it, you know what's up. It's cool.
Nice. My resolution for 2026 is to play more indie games.
Nice.
And there's a lot of really fun, cool-looking ones coming out.
Mine is to learn how to read.
Yeah.
It would help me so much in life if I could read words. No.
That's how you learn, by playing video games.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I beat 15 games this year, and I beat 31 games the year before that, so I need to get back on track.
Yeah, you're really slacking. It was the end of an era with the physical location of Materia.
Yes.
The powers that be had their say.
God.
The powers of nature. God and nature.
They told you to shut down
They told me
Materia.
to
This
shut
can't
it
go
down.
on any longer.
Shut it down. So, yeah.
R.I.P. 2020. When did it open?
Man, great question. 2022, I think.
Okay, 2022 to 2025. But it lives on through this important work we're doing. Do amazing stuff in 2026. Save the world. Play the TurboGrafx. And good night. Thanks. Join our Patreon.